We work out if there's anything that be presented to the members or not in terms of sale. It has to be worked out in advance. You come in, you'll be in a studio with a video camera, and you'll be teaching the people direct to the camera. Now, it will not be live. We're going to record it as if it's live. So we have to present this to the people as if it's a live webinar. So if I was teaching a seminar right now, maybe I'd choose to sit. Maybe I'd say, no, I want to stand and I need a whiteboard. And I would present. And I say, I'm going to go for an hour and a half, then I'm going to take a 15-minute break because I'm going to choose a 3-hour seminar. The camera's still rolling because if it was a live webinar, that break would be still on the eye and it would say be back in 15 minutes. And then you come back and you carry on. And then we close. So you're going to be offered the ability to come in to Chicago to record these. They're going to be recorded. They'll be then broadcast as if they were live. Then they'll be put in the archive section. When they're broadcast, we'll have subtitles in French and German and Spanish and various languages. So they'll all be archived. So you're going to be, Jeff or Amy or one of their staff will reach out to you. You need to come up with what subjects you can talk about, how long for each subject. You can do 3 hours is really the sweet spot. A 3-hour seminar is really the sweet spot. So if you have 10 different subjects or 10 different seminars, each one 3 hours, let Jeff know. If you think it's a level 1 and above, level 2 and above, level 3 and above, level 4 and above, level 5 and above, subject matter. So you pick the subject. 3 hours is really ideal. We can do it 4, we can do it 2, we can do it 1, we can even do it 6, but ideal sweet spot is 3 hours. So you pick the subject, ideally 3 hours, decide with Jeff whether it's a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. You pick the dates. When you come in, you're probably going to do more than one seminar since you're already here. You might as well bang out 2 or 3 or 4. You work out the fee that we can afford to pay. Again, this is an option. You don't have to accept this. You can accept it or not. It's your choice. Don't get mad at us. We're not here to provide you a job. It's not, we're offering you something that you may choose to accept or not. You have to work out all those details. And we'll look at the schedule of the next year in terms of how many times we want you to come in and how many different seminars we want you to give via this live webinar model. Remember, as a speaker, you do have the ability, and we encourage you, to get books and tapes and different things sold through the GIN store. This is what we definitely encourage you to do. And if you do have seminars that you want to present to our members, you can work out with Jeff the arrangement, but we are going to require 2 things. If you're going to sell something to the GIN members, it has to be talked about in advance. The price you offer to the GIN member has to be lower than they can get it anywhere else, because there has to be a member benefit. And thirdly, GIN needs to get some type of compensation, some type of percentage of those sales. And lastly, which is very difficult, it's really an honor system. If we're allowing you to sell something to the GIN member and you get that GIN person as a customer, and you start selling them stuff and you start emailing them different promotions and offers for vitamins or seminars or this, you're taking money away from the GIN member, which means that's money that they can't use to buy business building tools, buy things from the GIN store, or pay for upgrades, or go to major functions. So it's costing GIN money. And this is why we're very, in a new unit of time, we're looking at this and saying, there's been some speakers who, quite frankly, have been absolutely major team players. They understand the big picture. They see where this is going. They understand the long term. And there have been some speakers that have had a very short-term perspective, who've come in like a piranha, like a shark, and tried to rape, pillage, and steal from every GIN member and extract every dollar they can from the GIN member, put it in their own pocket, and not even consider even offering us some type of compensation back. And there's been other other speakers who've been very upfront. I'm going to come in there and try to rape, pillage, and steal and extract every dollar I can from the GIN member, but I'll give you half. I mean, some of them have been very upfront about it. Going forward, we've reviewed this and we're looking this at a new unit of time. We just need to make sure that there's complete clarity on what we're doing. A lot of you, for example, have spoken a lot and gotten email addresses and have your Facebooks, and you're collecting email addresses and you're selling things, and There's a lot of things going on. The bottom line is what you're selling is probably very helpful and great. And the fact that you're entrepreneurial and making money you should be applauded for. But we have to take a step back and look at this in a new unit of time going forward, because I can tell you this. This is a club that's growing at a rate that is unprecedented in this industry. The cancellation rate is next to nothing. Do you realize that people who joined 2 years ago, over 80% of them are still members, paying $150 a month? This is unheard of. I can tell you, based on the analytics, that within 5 to 10 years, we'll have well over 1 million members. And we could have as many as 2 to 3 million members, maybe as high as 5. And there are some computer models that show within 10 years that we're at 10 million members globally. This is astronomical and huge. And I would just suggest that you think about the long term, not the short term. Think about that. Because if we don't want you involved, you may have made your little hit right now, but 5 years from now, you're going to be crying in your soup, wondering what you missed out at. So think the long term. Think team. Don't dish other speakers. Don't say bad things about other speakers. Don't dish members. Don't dish staff members. I get some of you who are constantly saying the staff members are no good, these top-level members are no good, these other speakers are no good. I mean, why would we want you around? I mean, you're more problems than any value you could give. Think about it. I love you all. I've met all of you, and I think you all are magnificent and brilliant. I think you have incredible data and knowledge, and I personally have learned from each and every one of you, and I'm continuing to learn. And many of you, I am in awe of your abilities on stage. I'm in awe of your abilities to communicate. I'm in awe of your ability to sell and market. I'm in awe, inspired awe, of your ability to connect with members and motivate and inspire them. And I think you're all incredibly valuable assets to this club and organization, because what we're doing, it's not just about me, it's not just about you, it's just not about making money, it's not just about our lifestyle. What we're really doing, if you really understand my personal mission on this program or this club, is to have a major positive impact in each individual, in their family, in their community, and in their state, country, and society. I really, from the bottom of my heart, believe that what we're doing has a much bigger implication than any of us could ever imagine. 20 or 30 years from now, when we're all gone away, maybe 50 or 100 years for some of us, when we're gone from this earth, I think that what we're doing, I think there's going to be statues erected to us for what we're doing and the impact we're having on society. But I would really encourage you to think about the big picture in the long term, and not just about how many shekels and dollars go in your pocket and the short term. Think long term. Really, look for the gold, look for the good in each of you, and all of you should be looking for the gold and good in each other. We should really think about this as a team. Look for the gold and the good in all the staff members. Look for the gold and the good in all the things that are happening. Look for the gold and the good in the members. Yeah, there are outpoints, there are jerks, there are incompetents, we know. Bypass those things. Look through it. Look for the gold. It's easy to find dirt in people's situations and things. It's a little harder to find the gold. Look for the gold. Bottom line is this. Jeff is going to be reaching out to you, offering you this program. It's your choice. It's 100% your choice. But we're going to be very strict on some of our rules and regulations, and there's reasons why. Please don't take offense to any of it, because we honestly love you and really understand we're doing this because we think it is in the best interest of our club in the long term